ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिम् द्वन्द्वातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं तस्मस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधि साक्षियुतम् भावातीतं गगनसदृशं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ॐ गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्मः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपदम् मन्त्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। शिवोहम। We are taking the 26th stanza of chapter 8 Srimad Bhagavad Geeta. In this stanza, the Master Sadguru Krishna is telling to Arjuna of the result of both two ways of the life. शुक्ल कृष्णे गति हेते जगत शाश्वते मते एकया यात्ययनावृत्ति मन्यया वर्तते पुनः। शुक्ल कृष्णे गति एते जगतः शाश्वते गते एकयः याति अनावृत्तिम् अन्यया आवर्तते पुनः अन्यया आवर्तते पुनः। शुक्ल पक्षे शुक्ल कृष्णे, it means the white bright way of the life and the dark black way of the life, as described in the stanza 24 and 25. The white way of life is called Devyana and the black is called Pitriyana. Gati, it means way. He, it means because. Ete, it means two type. Jagata, it means of the world. Shashvate, it means every time present. Mate, it means renowned. Ekaya, it means by one way. Yati, it means reached. Anavrattam, it means never come back by that stage of supreme enlightenment in the death of birth cycle. Complete liberation forever. Annaya, it means by second way. Puna, it means again. Avartate, it means comes return in the death and birth cycle. Krishna is telling, because in this world there is two types of the way. One type of the way is the Devayana or the Shukla Paksha. That is described in 24th stanza. He will not come return. He will not come return after the death. And another is Pitrayana or the black way. Both are coming from the ancient, very ancient time, from the beginning of this creation. The second one gives the rebirth, and first one gives the ultimate memento of the life, that is called supreme enlightenment, that soul never return into this world. The Satchidananda Paramatma, the greatest master of all universes and the uncountable galaxies, and all the universes. He is telling to Arjuna, about the ultimate truth of these two ways. No doubt that he came for the welfare of the seekers on this earth. No doubt he is omnipresent in the millions uncountable galaxies. No doubt he is the base of all universes. No doubt he is only and only installation. But persons who do not have a love for the truth or the seeking, they do not believe on this verdict. They will laugh because they are mad in the illusion of the Maya. As a person who is overdrank the wine or the alcohol, he behaves like a mad person. So these persons, they are over drugged by the illusion of the Maya. That because they are not searching the real existing God inside of them. They are only searching the sensory hungers like the animal, cattle, dogs and fishes and others. As you train the dogs by the incentive of the food, as the Maya trained you by the incentive of your hungry senses. It is my experience of several births. When the person want to reach and want to climb on the peak of enlightenment, Maya provide a incentive, a big incentive. That the person make fool in that incentive. When a person climb in the peak of enlightenment, the Maya brings a big storm in his life, and he got in that problem, and all the consciousness flows towards that problem, and all his development is stopped. That is the trick of the Maya. So Lord Krishna is telling every minute aspect of the enlightenment. In this series, in this sequence, the Lord Krishna is telling here the two ways in 24 stanza and 25 stanza. 24 stanza, Lord Krishna describes the Shukla Paksha, Jyotir Agni, Devyana Marga. By this Marga, it is goes through the Master Sadguru, and Master is the Param Devatam. Master is your direct God in front of you. Master is your helper. Master is your godfather. Master is your philosopher. Master is your best friend. So that way comes and goes from the heart of the Master. So that is called the Devyana Marga. Because the Satchidananda Paramatma is the highest God of this universe. And Master is awakened in the Satchidananda Paramatma. That's why because the awakened in the Satchidananda Paramatma, every person who is awakened in the Satchidananda Paramatma, even he is not your master, he is the Satchidananda Paramatma himself. So my dear friends, there is the first way Lord Krishna is described, that is the way of liberation. That is the way of supreme consciousness. That is the way of knowing. That is the way of awakening. That is the way of Atma Sakshatkar. And second way, Krishna describes in 25 stanza, that is the way of dark illusion. That is the way of the sakam karmas. That is the way of the desires fulfilling by the spiritual way. Even a person pray to God, there are hidden wishes. And the making the wishes, it is very good thing in the other religions. But the Sanatana Dharma, the wishes is not good thing. And one thing is more, in other religion, the people is do not free to do any type of worship. There is the fixed way of the worship. But Sanatana Dharma is the democracy religion all over the universe. The person is free to choose his way in the Sanatana Dharma. If he wants liberation, he can choose the way of Shukla Paksha or the Devyana Marga. If he do not want liberation, he want the good birth or bad birth or any desire, he want to make his desire fulfill. So he can take the second way of death and birth cycle. That is the choose. That is the choice of the individual person. The Indian mythology never be as a dictator. It is the complete liberation. It is the complete freedom. If you want to go in the recycle process, you can go there. But you do not know the principles of these recycle circles, because you are completely unknown and blind about it. So maybe you can go in the dangerous, birth that can make you a fall down in your energy level. You can be a dog or you can be a wild animal. You can be an insect or you can be a snake. You can be a frog or you can be a fish. You can be a hippo, you can be an elephant. You can be a whale or you can be a amoeba. Any birth you can take, because you do not know the principle of death and birth. And karma's movement is very difficult. Gahano karmana gati. The Upanishad says, Gahano karmana gati. And Geeta says also. So, you do not know about the movement and the dynamics and the principles of the karmas. So it is very difficult that you can choose the death and birth as your choice. You cannot choose. So, if you do not choose the path of liberation, that is the only way remaining, there is no alternative, then you will be come back on the earth in any form of the life. So this is called the Pitriyana Marga, because your father, your forefather, your grandfather, all are doing as exercise in the name of religion. You are following them because they are not liberated, because they are not enlightened. Then how you can enlighten? You see, the religious practitioners' life, they are full of anger, they are full of unpleasantness, they are full of greediness, they are full of cunningness, they are making fool and snatching money. In every religion, not in one religion, in every religion. In 1600 BC, AD, I read the European history, you can read also. The Vatican Church provides the passes for heaven in the value of some money. They take some money and issue the pass of heaven and put the seal and signature on the certificate. Do you believe? By the pass of heaven, anyone can go to the heaven? Is it not befooling the persons? The same exercise is going on all over the world in the religious field. Not even in churches, not even in mosques, not even in temples. Everywhere the same thing. They are telling to the lovers of the God, if you do not donate this type of money, or you do this yajna, you do this sacrifice, you do this service, you will be get heaven. God will be please you. My dear friends, God is not a businessman. Nothing you have to give the God, because God made all over the universe. Anything you are using, all are the made and ownership of the God. Even you are taking this oxygen and breathing the oxygen, that is the gift of God. The capacity to inhaling in your lungs and oxyhemoglobin is making, that is the gift of the God. The scientist never made any liquid like blood which can absorb the oxygen and give the life to a man. You cannot able to make photosynthesis in the labs. Scientist is not able to re-establish the life in the dead body. Scientist cannot make a mountain like Everest and river like Ganga. So my dear friends, please, these all the nature is. Created by the God's presence and the effect of the presence of the God. So your desires and your donations, or your services, or your practices, or your exercises, they are only the byproduct of your ego. And your ego is a byproduct of your illusion, of your ajnana, of your blindness, because you do not know the truth. So how can you choose your next birth as you want? Because when you sleep, you cannot save anything. At the time of the sleeping, everything is vast. Even your mind, even your memory, even your identity, even your sexual identity, you are man or woman, even your religious identity. Nothing is remaining in the time of the deep sleep, sound sleep, where is no dreams. When you are not save your anything in the sleep, how can you save anything after the death? So my dear friends, you are living in the big dark. You do not know that after the death you will be helpless, and you will be flow in the river of the time, and there is no certain place where you will be stay. Like a leaf of a tree flows in the big river, that leaf has helpless. The leaf do not know where he will be go. That will be go. Just like your micro body, your casual body, it will be flow in the river of the time. That is called Pitriyana Marga. No certainty. It is the addendum, it is like a lottery, it is like a gambling, it is like a uncertain phenomena. Maybe you jump in the elephant body, maybe you jump in an insect body. Maybe you become a tree, maybe you become a frog. Maybe you become a donkey, maybe you become a monkey. It is sure that you will not become a man because you nothing do like become a man. You nothing do like become a man. Who will become a man? Which is do the karmas, good and bad equal. If the balance of karmas plus minus equal to 0, then he can become a man. But I am seeing in this world, the maximum persons, they are plus minus equal to minus. They are doing very bad karmas. From the family in the childhood, the parents teaching the child's cleverness, competition, how to befool other person, how to be the selfish person, how to accumulation the money, how to gain the post, only and only they are teaching to the children for the physical achievements or worldly achievements. And if some society teaching the religion, they are teaching the blind religion to their children. They are making the children cruel and rigid. How can you come back in the good birth? This is the Pitriyana Marga. I am describing you in the detail the Pitriyana Marga. This is the blackish road at the dark night. There is no light, there is no eyes, all is blind. You can be fall in any pit or any canyon or any river or any, you can fall on the spiny shrub. You can wandering in the forest of the spines and getting more and more pain every day. More and more pain every day. So my dear friend, the Sanatan Dharma gives you the freedom to choose your way as you want. We are not forcing to anyone, but because I am a master, it is my duty to show you the real truth. And real truth is only one. That if you not enlighten in your soul, you will not get Atma Sakshatkara. If you will not come in the near of any good master and surrender in the feet of the master, as you will be surrender in the feet of the time river, there is no any alternative. You totally surrender that time. It is the depend on your circumstances. When will your soul will go? Frog or rabbit or snake or insect. Why are you not surrender in the feet of the master? If you will be surrender again and again in the bad bodies and the bad painful lives and the very, very dangerous destruction of your life, you will be cut by the knife, butcher's knife, in the birth of a god. Your beings will be snatched out in the worth of a cock. You will be fry in the fry pan in the worth of the sea life. People will eat and say, I am eating the seafood. Then you are helpless. You will surrender in that boiling oil in pan. If you can surrender yourself in the boiling pan, why you not surrender in the feet of the Master this time? If you can surrender in front of a butcher, when he catch your neck and cut your neck gradually and say some mantra or kalma, and very slowly he will put on your neck that knife, and you will be cry and nobody will come and help you. No police, no magistrate, no case, no 302, no prison for that killer. My dear friends, it is my duty. I am performing you. I am giving you this warning. Very dangerous path is the Pitriyana Marga. Very, very dangerous path. That is the brutally, painfully, forcefully killings for the millions of births and billions of years. So, that is the one way is that. And the second way is the Master's heart. There is love, there is affection, there is teaching, there is care like a child, there is a good food, there is good life, there is the tensionlessness, there is worrylessness, and there is the day-to-day gradually awareness. And after, if you failed in the Master's path even, there is a guarantee that you will become a good human. Not in bad family, not in bad habits. You will become like a saint. You will not born in the family where they are the non-vegetarian. You will not born in the family they are using the alcohol. You will not born in that family they are smoking. You will be born in the noble family, good family. The noble family is not the rich persons of the world. Shake this scale from your mind. Shake this norm from your mind. Richness is not the scale of the noble family, or kings or queens. They are not a noble family. Noble family is only one family, the family of enlightened Master. So in ancient time, our all enlightened masters, they are married. They have childs, sons and daughters. Even the Vasishtha has 2 wives. The master of the Lord Rama. Even the Sandipani, the master of Krishna, has a wife. So, it is very essential, because the yoga brashta will go where? The yogis will go where? So very, very guaranteed thing, if you choose the Devyana Marga, it is guaranteed that you will become a man again. Man or woman. But mostly man. So my dear friends, the Krishna is telling in this stanza, it is a choice of a person. If he want to wander in the circle of the Pravarti Marga, if he want to go in the death and birth cycle, he can worship the God and Goddess as he chosen. And if he want liberation, he only not worship, no need of worship. He only know the internal existence of the God presence. That is called the Atma Sakshatkara. And this two-way is coming from the ancient time of the world creation. The Krishna is clearly telling the one way is never a revision of that person in the earth or anywhere. And second is the revision recoming again and again. I describe you as I can describe shortly one way of the Devyana Marga or the Krishna or the Shukla Marga or the bright way of the light or the way of the master that ensure you that you will live a good life in presence, and after leaving your body you will be submerged and dissolved in the existence Almighty, and there is no birth. And second thing, if you are fail any way, any cause, if you are doing the practices and any woman attract you for the love and you fall in the love that particular woman like Vishwamitra, or if you fall in the love of any deer, Hiran, like Jadbharta, if you fall in any mistake like Takak Bhusunda, this is the examples of fallen yogis. They all goes in the next birth, a good birth. So the guarantee, it is the insurance company of spiritual science, spiritual arena. The master insure your life. The master is the biggest insurance company without any money. We will give you the premium without any money in the cost of your internal love. You will be insured. In the another word, you are blessed. If you accept the master in your heart and you do the meditation practice in the guidance of the master, now you are blessed. I want to say one thing. We are organizing for the seekers the meditation camps every year once a time now, and in the future we will organize 2 or 3 camps in a year. So the incoming, the recent camp is 1 August 2015 in the Delhi. So if you want to come for this insurance, or if you want to know the liberation, if you want to choose the Devyana Marga, I will welcome you there. And thank you very much, because it is sufficient for you. And in the last, I want to say, these videos are uploaded on YouTube, and you can subscribe my videos, my channel, without any cost. and you can spread this knowledge all over the world or your family, friends and relatives, for the sake of mankind, for the sake of the lovers of the God.